This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSPORT Fan Network. TalkSPORT. Powered by fans.
Robertson, the first time we've seen them attack them, and there's Francis! Well, that's what I wanted to see Robertson do! Robertson getting his shot in, and a goal! Robertson!
Welcome to this live edition of Red Side of the Trent, here to bring you live reaction to the Europa League draw as it happens. We're also delighted to announced that Elliot Anderson and Morgan Gibbs-White are part of the England squad. So we'll talk about that before the Europa League draw happens. I've just seen Gonzalo Montiel guy score a penalty for Sevilla and realised that he played for us at once upon a time. Delighted to be joined by Mason Coy, Christian Brown and Reese Lane. Christian, how are you first of all?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, it's a bit like Kid at Christmas vibes, isn't it? Sort of wait and see who you might get. Better.
much better. It's much better. Mason, you well?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, it's been a fun morning. It's been really strange. I'm still not 100% sure what to expect or how to feel, to be honest. It's really strange, but yeah, it's been great, mate. Thanks.
Reese, last of all, no means least.
Yeah,
are you well?
Good, mate. A beer for a dream being realised. I think for especially our generation of fans, it's still surreal, and it's going to, start to sink in a few minutes' time.
What was that, the two England players that we've got now, potentially?
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy, mate. Crazy times. Like, I know Christian's got it, but the Footballogy app, some of the listeners and watchers might have it, but 10 years ago today, we lost 2-1 at home to Cardiff, for example. So just shows you how times have changed, let's say.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the England squad first of all, Christian. I mean, we all banged a drum about Elliot Anderson. Me especially have banged a drum about Elliot Anderson and how good he's been. How massive is this that he's got into this England squad? And now how does it look for the future that he could potentially get into that World Cup squad alongside Gibbs-White as well?
Yeah, colossal. I think as well, I think even as England fans, we all sort of known centre mid's a bit of a weakish area. Sort of, it seemed for a while that apart from Rice, there wasn't really a great deal there alongside it. Well, obviously, we'd pine for Wharton, etc., etc. But now, yeah, obviously, Anderson, the way he's developed and come on, he was impossible to ignore. I think I know, obviously, we've had our issues with Tuchel as general, not even as Forest fans, just in general of sort of who he's chosen and whatever else and the reasons he's had for those. But I think regardless of who Anderson was playing for, the way he's been playing, he absolutely had to have been picked. Yeah, it's brilliant. And to be honest, I actually think there is a solid opportunity for him to sort of maybe stake a claim to starting 11, not alone being the squads. I genuinely think there's a gap next to Rice in that midfield that he could grab with both hands if he wanted to. So, yeah, hugely exciting. Big opportunity for him to impress. And, yeah, just brilliant news for the club. I mean, you know, I think you sort of have to go back to like maybe the early 90s when Forest had multiple England internationals in the same group. I think you had Pearce, Walker, maybe Hodge, possibly Nigel Clough at that point as well. Now, obviously, we've got two of our own now as well in Gibbs-White and Anderson. It's brilliant.
Steve Stone for a bit as well.
Yeah, Stone for a bit, yeah.
Time.
No, it's been brilliant. I mean, Mason, how do you see Anderson slotting into that midfield alongside, say, Declan Rice, for example?
I think it's ready-made for him, mate, to be honest. I could see him easily stepping in. I think it'd be brilliant for us as fans because we know what he can do. I think, obviously, there'll be fans around the country that I think even now will be questioning it, but once they see him play, they'll realise how good he actually is. Like you said, we've been banging that drum for a good few months now, since probably about a quarter way through last season, how good he actually is. And the potential that comes with him as well, mate. Like, I was just in the Barbers then, and there was even non-Forest fans saying, "Oh, he'll be worth £100 million if he adds goals to his game." Or now he's good. Hopefully, get that England cap under his belt as well, mate. It's positive times. It's positive times for my bank balance as well because I've got a couple of bets of my Liverpool friends. I've got £50 on each that he's going to start the first game in the World Cup. So I think a few of them are quaking in the boots now, mate. To be honest, now it's been called up. So yeah, I'm happy.
Good stuff. I mean, Reese, your mate Jurgen Klinsmann's just come on the stage for this Europa Conference League draw. But yeah, last word on Elliot Anderson. I mean, It's just goes to show what consistency can do for a player, deterring from Scotland of all places as well.
Why would you want to play for them?
Because we've got Scott McTominay and Billy Gilmore in centre mid, mate.
And that's not being disrespectful, because you know how many tournaments have Scotland qualified in this century? 2 Euros, and they went out in the group stage. I know there might be a Scottish fan listening, but you know, England are getting closer, aren't they? They're getting closer. So yeah, I agree totally with Christian. That number 8 position is up for grabs. Adam Wharton will probably feel the same. Maybe if he was to be a little bit deeper, it might allow Declan Rice to kind of be a bit more of the advanced centre midfield too. But yeah, Anderson's definitely made his claim. And when you look at some of the other midfielders who are in the squad, like the Hendersons, has Curtis Jones made it or no?
No.
Or that you'd like to think he's above him now in the pecking order. Yeah, I mean, he's better than Jordan Anderson, isn't he? Jesus. He's got every chance. If he can continue the growth he's had so far with us, he's got every chance. He's just got to obviously, you know, have a season like he did last season where he's consistently good throughout the whole season. And then, yeah, you never know, come end of the season, he might be starting and Mason hopefully wins his bet.
Yeah, definitely. 134 people in here right now. And if you missed our intro, Jeffro loves it. I think Reese will be posting it out on our socials, TikTok and all that sort of stuff. Christian Barkley, Gibbs White and Anderson in the England squad. Yep, absolutely brilliant. I mean, Danny Tring's obviously got his 2 pence worth in. And he's also asked, actually, how far is Callum Hudson-Odoi off selection? I mean, Reese, I'll go to you first for that one.
So who's the left wingers? I'm guessing Gordon. You could say Eze maybe.
Yeah, Rodgers maybe as well.
So we've called up. The attackers are Bowen, Eze, Gordon, Kane, Madueke, Rashford, and Watkins. So really, you'd say, yeah, Rashford, Gordon, Eze, and Madueke, I suppose, can all play out there. So,
I guess he's got to add. The numbers have got to add up, I guess, for Hudson-Odoi. I mean, us watching him every week, we know Hudson-Odoi's qualities, like we've said before, is that he keeps hold of the ball, he can drive at defenders, but probably Tuchel, who's looking at him, who doesn't watch him every week, I know he knows him from his Chelsea days, he's probably looking at the numbers and thinking, yeah, they're not that impressive. I don't think he'd definitely be in the conversation, wouldn't he? If he was to have a really good season this season, you look at some of them players there. I mean, Anthony Gordon's just got himself sent off the other night. Rashford is an odd one. I think that's more reputation than anything personally. Eze is a tidy player, as we know. So is Morgan Rogers. And Madueke, again, is very inconsistent. So I'm sure he'd be in the conversation, especially if he's, you know, was putting goals and assists on the board, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting one. I think they might be quite close to starting this. Jurgen's going to probably be doing the button pressing, but this little man looks like Claudio Ranieri.
Yeah, he does. He's a usual guy.
He's a little Ranieri doppelganger. And I think he's an Italian bloke. I mean, talking of Italians, Mason, we're signing one at right back in another Nicolo Savona. I don't have a clue really much about him other than he plays right back, right centre half or whatever. Young Italian defender, 22. I think it's £12 million we're potentially getting him for. It's kind of screams squad depth / maybe a project at the same time, if you know what I mean. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I think I agree, mate. It's one of them. He'll plug gaps when I know inevitably has that red bar that he's got, where he's usually got it after about half an hour in the game, and where he's knackered and he's on his back. So yeah, there'll be times where he'll slot in. Like, I've got quite a few Italian friends, and I've asked them about him today, and they've all said he's a fairly decent player. Like they've all said he's not ready to start games. He'll plug gaps, like I just said. So yeah, it's one of them. Like, I've seen people on X moaning about it, saying it's not exciting. Since when was a right back signing ever been exciting? It just hasn't. It's not. And his size is something that's impressive. He's 6'4", like I said. He's almost like the Cunha build, isn't he? So it looks like he could almost slot into a back three on that right side as well. So he covers a couple of bases. Has played left back as well. So for me, it's one of them. You take it on the chin. So yeah, it's welcome, and we back him. Like, I don't want to see anyone going, oh, it's underwhelming. Like I said, he's a right back. You're not going to jump out your seat at a right back signing, are you? So, but no, on paper, mate, he looks relatively good. His stats look okay. I think I was the first one in our group chat to say, oh, he's slow. He looks really slow. But then when you actually look at his speed that he hit last season, he'd be in our top 5 in our team. So it's clearly not that slow, is he? So yeah, let's give him a chance to see how he gets on. I think, like we said, it's a squad signing, isn't it, mate? So let's see.
I mean, Christian, I think you mentioned he'd be like third fastest at his highest speed last season. I mean, another Nicola. I mean, how are they deciphering these lads? I mean, Milenkovic must be number 1 because no one's going to mess with him, are they?
Domingos was there first, to be fair. So,
but Nico Williams would have been, wouldn't he?
Yeah, if you shout Nico, go out 4 people turning around. Like, but, yeah, no, I again, some of the reaction's been a bit surprising. I think, if you're, to come out that Juventus next gen team and play 30 odd times for the first team, you must have something about you. I saw one Italian fan saying that he's a bit annoyed he's going to Forest because he feels that it might actually hamper his progression with the national team. He's been called up to the Italian national side but not played yet. You don't do that. I know obviously Italy aren't what they were 20 years ago or so, but again, you wouldn't get to that point if you had nothing about you. So yeah, it's exciting. Again, it's sort of, I saw someone, I think it was WT Analysis and Lex Forest had a little look at one of the moves in the first half that we did against Palace last week, sorry. And saying that Aina isn't committing as further forward as he was last season, which allows Anderson and Gibbs-White more time to sort of flourish, if you like. And there's no reason why this guy can't do the exact same thing. It's kind of getting Greg Halford vibes because of his height. He's 6'4", isn't he? But again, I don't see how you can scoff at the idea. Nuno's been banging the drum for depth at fullback positions for quite a while now. The guy can play both left back and right back, as Mason said. So, yeah, it should be a good thing for the club. Just a few bits now to get sorted out before deadline shuts on Monday. And, yeah, we're on to a winner.
Yeah, I mean, this draw, it could happen anytime soon. I'm quite like the signing. I think he fills a little bit of 2 roles where he could potentially move into centre-half or into that middle, like what Pep does with defenders and stuff. I know that's like a bit of a blueprint to follow, and we're a bit rebellious to all that because we like to play counter-attack, although we are moving slightly away from it. I mean, let's bring up I think this was the final lot of it. I mean, has anyone changed their minds of who they would like from each pot? Reece, I'll start with yourself. I know you'd love Rangers or Celtic, surely.
Oh, Celtic away is Celtic away has always been on my bucket list for a European night. So to do it with Forest, I know it's obviously not the Champions League. We've all seen the atmosphere there before the Champions League. So that would be the one for pot 2. Fenerbahce at home would have been it this morning. And Marino's just got himself sacked. So I'm not really bothered about playing them at home anymore. Pot 1, look, someone made a good point on this. I think we all want the kind of dream ties, but you at home, you're probably looking for the weakest teams of each pot. So you look at pot 1, for me, that'd be at the minute Rangers. I know that'd be obviously a British kind of game. Probably Dinamo Zagreb maybe added to that list as well. Away, Porto, Betis, Roma, any of them would be lovely. Pot 2, again, you're looking at some of them teams in there. Rangers have just smashed Victoria Pilsen at home, for example. So if you was to get them at home, them type of size, Maccabi Tel Aviv at home. Pot 3, away, Freiburg would be nice. Germany's always a nice trip. It's hard because whatever you throw at me away, mate, I wouldn't want Ludogorets because that's a nightmare to get to.
You want the nice ones to get to, basically.
Yeah, pot 4, there's some really good trips in there. You got a trip to Spain, a trip to Italy. I'm just watching what this guy's doing with the draw.
Mate, Paul Daniels, isn't it?
I know.
He's setting them all fire or something. What the hell's going on? Like,
he's eliminating
for us to get Leon already. So you've got obviously like trips to Spain, Italy, Germany, Greece, Sweden, Holland, Belgium, Norway, and there's plenty of different trips. Again, you're looking at home. Probably the weakest team in there would probably be Brann, wouldn't it? So I think if you look to probably get, say, some of the weaker teams at home, maybe one big hitter at home and then, some good trips away, I think that'd be nice, ideal.
Yeah. Mason, do you look at this list of teams and fear anyone?
No. Not one bit, to be honest with you. I think yesterday when it got put in our chat, the first time I properly looked at it with all the ticks next to the names and thought, yeah, I'm not necessarily worried. Obviously, there's the big boys, there's the Portos and the Romas, and I think on our day, I'd back us, especially at home. Even away, to be fair, we've proved that we're pretty solid away from home now as well. So yeah, there's no one really. I think for atmospheres and stuff like that, there's a few good ones where I think a couple of our players haven't played in Europe before, and they might be a bit took back by it. But no, apart from that, mate, no, not at all.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Christian, it came out yesterday, I think, according to Transfer Market, we've got the highest valued squad in this tournament, which is absolutely mental. And if no one's watching, I'm wearing our promotion winning kind of motto of just can't get enough. From then to now is absolutely ridiculous when that gets put on a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's staggering, isn't it? I mean, you think where we were 4 years ago. I think we were going into an international break this time 4 years ago, having taken 1 point from the first 5 games this season, and you're looking at it now. It's like we're waiting for the Europa League draw. It's just absolutely bizarre. The squad thing's crazy. I mean, this is what I mean. I think like we are. I don't think we're being written off as such, but I reckon there'll be teams like in that pot one, which your bigger boys, your Roma, your Porto, they won't want Forest. They won't want the draw Forests home or away in Group 1 from their pot 3 teams. So yeah, I mean, obviously that will give them the key reason as well, which is what we've been able to assemble. It's up to Nuno now to deliver. Not obviously you can't say because we've got the most highest value we should expect to win. Football doesn't work that way. We know that. I mean, take United last year, for example, with a £1 billion team, super team, and obviously crumbled in the final at Spurs. So, it's not a given, but it certainly helps. And, again, a lot of these teams would rather have our squad than theirs. So, very exciting times.
Yeah,
I think that is based on what transfer market value them at as well.
It's not what we
to
pay
avoid
for
any confusion. Yeah, because people might get a little bit confused. So what transfer market based them on?
Yeah,
which is nice.
I mean, Mason, your he's got involved. The bloke was just burning Crystal Palace's name out of the pot. Very, very good. I mean, for anyone that's watching the draw and wondering how this works, so basically they draw a name out of the first bowl, out of the first pot, and then the computer will basically choose their 8 fixtures, and it will just keep going until all those teams are gone, and then they do the next part, the next one. So we'll find out before we're drawn out who we get from pot 1 and 2. Home and away. So it's quite exciting, like doing it like that. I think. I don't know what you think, guys, about how this all works. I do think the league stage thing is something that people were a bit skeptical about, but I think it allows you to get further in tournaments quite a lot easier.
You're looking at 10 points really to progress, aren't you? To get to the knockouts, generally speaking, you need 10 points. I think the Champions League will sort of highlight that last season. So it was change.
It was proven last season because Celtic usually go out in the group stage, don't they? They got into the playoffs last season.
Bruges were the same. Even Zagreb, I think Zagreb were 1 point off, I think.
So,
or goal difference off, something like that.
A positive for us guys now in terms of actually going further in this competition is going to be no Champions League teams drop down. I mentioned it before, and I think when Barcelona, etc., dropped down, I mean, if you're getting like the level of clubs dropping down, you're thinking all of a sudden, they automatically become favourites. So, yeah, we'll just have to see how they go, won't we, really?
Definitely. While we're still waiting for Claudio Ranieri to tell Jurgen Klinsmann to press this bleeding button and await our fate. Thoughts about West Ham this weekend, guys? Mason? Thoughts?
Confident, mate. I don't think, obviously, they've got a new look midfield, but they won't have much time to bed them in. We've got
He's pressed the button, but carry on.
Yeah, no, mate. We should be confident. Like I said, I back us at home against anyone, and I think we'll be okay. I think Forest fans are getting a bit complacent, saying we're going to beat them 3-4. I think it'll be a close game, but I do think we'll come out on top, mate. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, Christian, thoughts?
It has all the hallmarks of a charity FC special, which kind of concerns me. But I mean, you'd assume if Forest win that game, probably loses his job. I mean, it's a pretty dreadful start of the season. It would be 4 losses if we beat them out in the League Cup as well. But yeah, like Mason said, we play at home. I'd fancy chances against anyone. We're playing well. I like to think we'll get the job done. I'm not expecting it to be a riot, just a 1 or 2-0 probably. I'm not. They might. Yeah, it's not going to be as easy as people make out it'll be. But yeah, I think we probably should be winning that game.
I must say, Klinsmann looks utterly bemused of what's going on.
He does. So Roma have been the first team drawn out. They got Lille, Rangers, Victoria Pilsen, Celtic, Midtjylland, Nice, Stuttgart, and Panathinaikos. I mean, that's quite a difficult.
So no Forest and for Roma.
Difficult games. Yeah, no Alessandro on the pod, Reese.
There'll be no trip to Roma.
No
trip to Roma, guy.
Terrible.
Good, but that's one of the big boys missed for us. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think if you're going to go for teams where you think, oh, we'll probably beat them. I mean, like Zagreb and Salzburg are like the two obvious ones, aren't they? Really, in Feyenoord. In that.
Are you guys watching it on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm watching it on the UEFA's official website.
Yeah, because
we've got Porto away.
Oh, is it ahead? Porto away.
Porto away.
No, we got Porto at home. It says put away for Porto, so that means
so that means we're at home.
Porto at home. Great game then. Porto at home.
Porto at home.
Yes.
Wow.
Fantastic. That's quite a good draw. Get them in. I mean, if you wanted a trip to they got like a dragon kind of
dragon.
Yeah.
Absolutely mental. No Rangers for us either, unfortunately, guys.
Okay. Yeah.
We might get Celtic though, Reese. That might be on the one. Rangers have got Roma, Porto, Braga.
We'll get bloody Celtic at home.
Ludogorets, Sturm Graz, Genk, and Bran.
So Porto at home, then.
That's a good start for us, by the way, having them.
Who plays for Porto nowadays?
Pepe. I don't really know. Like the thing is, as well, like this is obviously
we haven't got Feyenoord.
This is not the official. This is not like the official order of that you get your fixtures tomorrow. We'll find out. We'll find out who we get on which date. So Feyenoord got Aston Villa, Betis, Celtic, Braga, Sturm Graz, Bucharest, Panathinaikos, and Stuttgart. That's a hard draw for Feyenoord, I have to say. So yeah, tough one. We're going to get Zagreb or bleeding Salzburg at this rate.
Zagreb away would be good.
It would be very good.
We've not got Lille.
No, we're getting one of the crap boys. Yes.
So who's left then? Dinamo Zagreb, Salzburg. Obviously, we can't get Villa.
One of them. So it's either going to be away at Zagreb or Salzburg, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Lovely. What a trip. We're in
Zagreb,
for a treat. Betis, Betis we can get as well.
Betis,
Orange country, come on.
The booth from Star Wars.
277 people in here. If you can drop us a like, subscribe, it all goes.
Pushing the button again. Go on, Jürgen.
No,
we've not got Dinamo Zagreb, so it's Betis or Salzburg away.
I don't mind a trip to Austria. Sound of Music.
Betis away would be great.
Seville, yeah. He loves a bit of Seville.
Do you think it'd be nice? Must be nice weather, surely, in the winter. You'd make a little weekend of it.
Pressing it again.
Come on,
So we've got Betis.
Betis
away.
What a draw.
Wow, they're two very good fixtures for us to start off. That's
fantastic.
Quality draw.
Come and get your oranges. We'll be chanted around the Real Betis Stadium. I'm really rubbish with like stadium names in Spain.
Their stadium's really big as well. England played Spain there a few years ago when we absolutely battered them under Southgate when Eric Dyer took out Sergio Ramos.
So Real Betis allocation for that, yeah.
Real Betis were obviously Conference League losers to Chelsea.
They want Salzburg.
Salzburg got
take a pick.
Porto, Villa, Ferencváros, Lyon, Bau, Freiburg, Go Ahead Eagles, Bologna. I know. That's random, isn't it?
Sorry to the viewers if I start squealing like a child.
Oh no, if we got a Celtic, we'll know full well then, won't we? Yeah.
Excited times. We'll get them at home, and then my obviously we played Celtic in the 80s, as if any older viewers will remember, and my dad said it was absolutely chaos that night with Celtic fans. I've never ever seen an away support like it. In fact, there was nearly a crush if you actually read up online. They kind of say it was,
Do you know the fact that Celtic lost that Karat? I mean, That's an embarrassment.
It is embarrassing, yeah.
Proper rubbish.
You see that guy that flew out there? Yeah, fly to Istanbul, had a layover there, and then flew out to Cairo afterwards.
Yeah,
literally.
He got middle seat as well, didn't he? For 5 hours.
Like you said, Mason. Porto won't enjoy coming to the City Ground.
No chance.
They might enjoy Ava's Grill, but they won't enjoy Lower Bridgeford.
They'll have to get.
Where's Trapero?
Nando's is classed as Portuguese/South African.
What about Trapero? Where was that?
Yeah, back in the day, Brazilian. Yeah, it used to be where
Brian Clough's
Alchemist is there now, isn't it?
Yeah, Alchemist.
Look at Salzburg final, Tel Aviv, Fenerbahce, Young Boys, Basel, Bologna, Go Ahead Eagles.
Come on, Leon, for the
Bologna again.
Leon and Celtic here, please, by the way. We'll get a penalty against Leon just for the conspiracy.
Oh, God, yeah.
Mamadele
finally appears, yeah.
Who did we get in this? Oh, it's like just drawn straight away.
Also, we've got Ferencváros at home.
Oh, the Buda Boys.
And we've got Braga away.
Ferencváros.
So Ferenc at home, which is a good tie, I'd say, for winnable. Sorry, Elliot. Braga away. So no Celtic for me.
2 very good away days there, by the way.
Braga, yeah, to Portugal and Spain.
Bloody Celtic got Roma at home and Bologna away. Arseholes.
What did you call them?
Arseholes.
We're not swearing on this podcast.
I know. Al wanted to go to Celtic away, so yeah, might have to.
Nice.
Portugal and Spain trip so far.
Yeah.
Nice, easy ones to get to. You don't argue.
We've avoided Tel Aviv. That's good.
I mean,
East Midlands Airport's just gone up for about 20 quid. So about
if you can't remember Braga's ground from Euro 2004, it's the one with the rocks at both ends.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's a really weird stadium, isn't it?
Yeah, it's only got 2 stands.
Oh, here we go.
Nice would be nice, would it? Young boys, come on, wanked off on a Thursday. That's all I want.
Come on, young boys.
Come on, Jürgen, push that button.
He's getting paid by UEFA to do this.
This will reveal his last 4.
Midtjylland and Sturm Graz.
Okay, and what about
at home, Sturm Graz away,
and then Malmo and Utrecht. So Malmo at home, Utrecht
away.
That's
a what do you call it, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Utrecht.
So Midtjylland home, Sturm Graz away, Malmo home, Utrecht away.
Oh, nice.
So we've got trips to Spain, Portugal, Sweden, and the Netherlands.
That's not too bad.
Sturm Graz is Austria, Reese.
Spain, Portugal, Austria. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's still nice though.
Malmo away.
Who got Porto, Betis?
Midtjylland.
Malmo, Utrecht.
So you'd look at them home ties, wouldn't you? The bottom 3 as well, and think, we'll be favourites in all of them.
We've done quite well there, to be fair.
Yeah, that's a very favourable draw, in my opinion.
We can go far in this. That's a great draw.
They had to give us Malmo, didn't they? They just
good.
That is quite cool, though. I like that. But yeah.
Utrecht as well, obviously Holland. I think Utrecht's not too far from Amsterdam, so that'll be nice.
That's a drivable one.
The thing is with Holland, they do have plastic pitches. Have they got a plastic pitch? Can someone check that?
Look for you. Stadion Galgenward, it's called.
How much does it hold?
It is just shy of 24,000.
Okay, so you guaranteed 1,200 then, pretty much, because it's 5%. I think is like kind of a rough guide, but some do give you more. Like Palace got more for Fredrikstad.
Let's see. Yeah, they're just completing the draw now. I mean, so just to run through it for anyone, that's who we got. Porto at home, Betis away from pot 1, Braga away, Ferencváros at home from pot 2, Midtjylland at home and Sturm Graz away in pot 3, and Malmo at home and Utrecht away in pot 4. I mean, Malmo reuniting with our finalists from 1979 is quite good, isn't it? So, no, brilliant. Reaction, Christian? Are you happy?
Yeah, very happy. I agree with Reese. I was kind of gagging for one of the Glasgow teams. I can't lie. Rangers at home with Russell Martin would have been a bloodbath. I'm devastated we've been robbed the back.
That's if he's still in a job.
Well, yeah, that's it. Selkirk women. But just from a purely Forest perspective, I think we've done quite well there. We've, we haven't got to go too far, generally speaking. Like, we're not being sent away like to the Arsenal of Europe or anything like that. We've got Spain, Portugal, Austria, and Holland. It's not that bad on the travel, which is generally quite good. We aren't looking like a 10-hour flight to Kazakhstan, for example, or going to like anything like that. Midget lands, Malmo at home.
Midget land, I like that.
Ferencváros at home. Like Reece said, even Porto at home, that'll be a wild night. That'll be. Betis away, Sevilla's lovely. What else we got? Braga away again. Portugal's lovely. Yeah, we've done well there. The only issue thing, Sturm Graz their ground capacity is 15,000, so that one might be a bit tricky to get tickets for. But I reckon Betis, you'll probably get a good allocation for Betis away. I'll have a look at what United got there fairly recently, and yeah, very pleased with that. That's we can go in that confidence. Why not?
Yeah, Mason. Obviously, this is a first in a lifetime of us four, especially, and a generation of Forest fans that are able to actually take in this European campaign. I mean, I thought the cast thing killed it a little bit. Today's reignited it tenfold for me. I mean, how about you?
Yeah, 100%. I'm sat here, mate, and I've got a feeling in my stomach. Like, that's how excited I am. I'm buzzing. So yeah, there's obviously, like Christian said, there's some really favourable ties, but there's some good away days as well, and they're not too far either. There's no horrible ones you look at and go, oh, that'll be a pain on a Thursday. So yeah, I think we're, as a club, mate, I think they'll be absolutely delighted with it, to be honest. And they'll look at it and say, we need to be progressing quite comfortably, I think.
Yeah, Reece, I mean, some nice trips away, as we've all said. You and your good lady, obviously Emma goes home and away with you quite a lot. I mean, you can't not say, do you fancy coming like Portugal on a Thursday and she bat you away? Do you know what I mean? Lovely.
I've never actually been to Portugal, so that'd be nice.
No, neither have I.
Been to any of these. I've been to Spain and Holland, but I've not been to any of these places. So there'll all be new trips if they can be done. And just looking forward to who's up first now, and whether it's a home tie or we're on the road first. But like I said, you've got to think about it as well. We want to go far in this tournament. Look, as fans, we're like buzzing to be here, but we want to have a real crack at this tournament. So I'm looking at them. Porto will be a tough game, but at home, yeah, we can do that. The other three at home, Forest will be favourites for all them three to beat them. I think Braga usually finish fourth, don't they, in Portugal. So they'll be all right. I won't imagine they're an amazing side. Sturm Graz got absolutely blitzed by Bodo Glimt in the Champions League qualifiers. We'd all expect to beat Bodo Glimt, let's be honest. And Utrecht away, what are they? Probably fourth, fifth best side in the Netherlands. So I think we can have a real crack at it, mate, and even look at qualifying in that top 8, because then we avoid 2 games, don't we, in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me personally, unbelievable. I'm excited for every single game. Whether I can get tickets for them or not, I'm going to be glued to whatever to watch it all and watch it unfold. I'm with you, Reece. I think we can go really far. I think we can qualify in the top 8 quite comfortably, if I'm honest, looking at that. And with us obviously looking to add more to this squad. Just to finish off, we're talking about that, Christian. How much more activity do you expect before Monday?
Still a little fair bit. Sorry, I'm just sort of looking at. So just Betis gave United 3,000 when they went.
That's recently,
so I imagine we'll get a similar allocation, which is good. Just trying to look at Braga's now. But in regards to Forest, we need left back, probably winger, and a goalkeeper, I think, and then those top priorities. There's 3 people. Obviously, there haven't really been a lot of goalkeeper links, has there? There's been a chat from Getafe, is it? Sordin, I think his name is, and Livakovic as well. But very interesting what happens in that front, because I think that one might be quite harder to do. But yeah, I think you'll see movement now on back, whether it's Forest or not. Now Strasbourg have had their sort of Conference League fate sealed. So yeah, it'll be. I don't expect it to be quite a few days, put it that way. There's still be some outgoings as well. Obviously, we've seen Dennis has been linked with Cremonense, which would be amazing.
Along with Jamie Vardy.
Yeah,
David Carmo's left. How
Carmo's gone. That's someone out the door. I honestly cannot believe that Athletic article that gave him 7 out of 10 as a Marinakis signing. He's not even played in the field for Forest yet. A joke. That was just a waste of money, wasn't it? Really, Carmo. That was never.
That wasn't a Forest signing.
No, it was an MCO signing, wasn't it?
I'm going to drop off, guys. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Take care, Reese.
All right. See you later.
I reckon 3 more.
3 more. Can I get a score prediction from you both for this weekend? Start with yourself, Mason.
I've always said it. I've said it all week. I'm going to go 1-0 Forest.
1-0 Forest. Christian?
Yeah, 2-0 Forest. Hopefully get an early goal and then go from there.
Yeah, I'm going to go 3-0. I just think we'll maybe seal the fate for Graham Potter. I just think Wood will score at some point because they can't defend headers, and he'll probably score a header. I might have to put £5 on that now. Gamble responsibly. If you've enjoyed the pod, I hope you drop a like, drop a subscribe, consider membership for early access. We've got Seb Hutchinson coming out soon, who's commentating on the game for Sunday. We've had a West Ham fan on to give us his insight on today, so looking forward to it. Can't wait to win another game of football at the weekend. And until next time, come on, you Reds.